Hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Can you all hear me clearly? Hi, Abhishek, Amit, Ankit, Arvind, Atanu, Samir Janak Bhai Thakkar. Welcome, Samir Doshi. Hi, welcome, everyone. Dipankar, Nikunj. Hi, Pushpanjali, Rahul Taylor, Reena Gupta, Sachin, Sandesh, Shailendra. Hi, Uma Sharma, Vasudev, Vikas Kesarwani. Hi, welcome. All right. So today I'm going to talk about something which is little different. And now there is a lot of turmoil in the market, correct? So we are possibly going through a lot of anxiety. लोगों के मन में काफी सवाल आता होगा and people are asking for redemptions because of market volatility. How many of you have been receiving phone calls from your clients? Panic phone calls. Anyone receiving panic phone calls from your clients? Right? Yes, in the chat box, if you have been receiving any phone calls. It might not be you, but in general, few of you are receiving. Okay. All right. Not yet. Okay. Few are saying yes. Okay. So let's look at what has happened in the past. Tell me, how many times has a client redeemed even though you knew it was not really needed? Okay. How many times you have a client has actually redeemed money even though you knew it was not really needed? हुआ है कि क्लाइंट ने रिडीम कर लिया ऑल दो डीप डाउन आपको पता था ये पैसे की शायद जरूरत नहीं है. Anyone who has gone through? Tell me, how many times did a client say, I am uncomfortable, and immediately you started explaining instead of listening? How many times the client has said कि I am uncomfortable with the current market conditions? मैं अभी की बात नहीं कर रहा हूं, अभी की obviously बात कर रहा हूं, including any time in the past as well. The client has said I'm uncomfortable, and immediately you have jumped in and started explaining instead of listening. So clients don't redeem because markets are bad. Clients don't redeem just because markets are bad. They redeem because they are feeling unsafe in the market at this point in time. Markets have always gone up and come down, and that is not something which is at all new. Everybody knows that. But what is new is how fast we react. मार्केट्स तो ऊपर नीच होगा, वोलेटिलिटी आज कम है, कल ज्यादा होगा, परसों और भी ज्यादा होगा, and all of that. That is not new, but what is new is how fast we are reacting to those situations. The moment a client says, "Keep, I want to redeem," generally advisors tend to panic. We start talking fast. What are the signs of becoming panic? कि मैं पैनिक्ड हूं वो पता कैसे चलता है? When हम लोग थोड़ा बातचीत हमारा talking becomes little fast. We start giving lot of logic. We start giving lot of logic. We start explaining the markets, and we start defending our decision. And without realizing it, we help the client to exit. This is the hard truth. When a client wants to redeem, he's not thinking about returns. He's thinking, did I do something wrong? Should I get out before it becomes worse? Is my advisor really in control? ये तीन सवाल लोगों के मन में चलता है. Number one, did I do something wrong? Should I get out before it becomes worse? Is my advisor really in control? At that moment, explanations don't help. How many fantastic charts that you want to show doesn't help. Assurance doesn't help. What helps is that if we have an ability to slow down the decision. Redemption, we have to slow down the decision. हड़बड़ी पे नहीं. Redemption is not a money problem, it is a fear problem. If you try to solve the fear with logic, you lose. If you try to solve the fear with logic, you lose. Today's session is not about stopping clients, it is about slowing them down. Okay. If, as an advisor, if as a distributor, we can slow down a decision, we will be able to protect our AUM. And if, as an advisor, we cannot, we will keep losing good clients for no real reason. Tell me, have you ever come across a situation which you can think of that you feel that in case you would have spoken something different, maybe the redemptions could have been delayed or paused? हुआ है कभी किसी के साथ? In case you feel deep down that हाँ, अगर मैं कुछ अलग बोला होता और मेरा बिहेवियर कुछ अलग हुआ होता, or way I responded could have been little different, then maybe the decision could have been delayed or maybe completely paused for that matter. Okay. So today's session is all about that. Absolutely all about that. Thank you, Ankit. All right. So how many of you, like Ankit Bhanavat sent a message that he has shared a message proactively. Anybody over here has shared any message proactively with your clients? Hmm? Okay, good. All right. Thank you. All right. Super. Thank you, Avinash, Abhishek, Samir, Narayanan, Ankit. Okay, super. So let's go ahead. Okay. We will now jump into the presentation. Give me a minute. I'm going to, yes, share my screen and we will start. Okay. So today's session is about the psychology of slowing down a panic redemption. The psychology of slowing the panic redemption. Okay. So this presentation is about the behavioral protocol for managing client anxiety during market volatility. Client obviously is very, very anxious and high on anxiety. थोड़ा घबराहट है. So what is the behavioral protocol? First, let's be very honest. Clients, about why clients leave. The excuse वो लोग जो देते हैं कि I need the money. Okay. I need the money. But so क्या होता है? Markets are falling. Returns are looking disappointing. Someone else has scared them and they feel they made a mistake. ये चार में से कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा. Any other reason? Markets are falling, returns look disappointing, someone else has scared them, and they feel they made a mistake. The client is not in any logical state of mind right now. Okay. They are in a flight mode. They want to exit. They want to really exit from the situation. How many you're in agreement with what I'm writing on the screen? Right? Yes, if you're in agreement. Markets are falling, returns are looking disappointing. Maybe somebody has scared them. Okay. And they feel they made a mistake. They definitely made a mistake. So generally, what is the standard logical defense? Okay. अगर client बोलता है I want to redeem, advisor बोलता है the markets are volatile, this will recover, long term this is good. Okay, long term this is good. This is a general logical response. Okay. The emotional जो signal client को मिलता है, if you say this, you are defending your commission, not understanding my fear. You are defending your commission, not understanding my fear. Result, if you try to give logic when there is panic, it will accelerate the logic. Okay. You cannot reason out with a person out of situation they didn't reason themselves into. So they are in a panic mode. Okay, they're in a noisy state. They are not in a listening mode at all. So it's not possible to reason out with a person at that stage. So what is the process? Okay, we should never talk about redemption in the same emotional state in which it is asked. Okay, your job is to not to save the portfolio. Your first job is to slow the decision. First, calm down the person. Then you seek clarity. And then you decide. First, you calm down the person. Then you seek clarity. And then you arrive at the decision. Now, I understand why you are feeling uncomfortable. I understand why you are feeling uncomfortable. Before we take any action, let's have one short conversation to check out whether this is an actual money requirement or just a market discomfort. If money is genuinely needed, we will do it properly. If not, I don't want you to regret this decision later. We have to slow down the situation. We have to make that person feel calm. Why does it work? I understand why you are feeling uncomfortable. It is a validation. The client feels that he has been heard, not judged. Resistance to anything that you say after that will be much lower. Otherwise, they are going to deflect everything. वो सुनेंगे नहीं आपकी बात. Check whether this is an actual money requirement or just market discomfort. Okay. Now, it forces the brain to switch from a reaction mode to logic mode. Okay. Reaction mode to logic mode. They will now categorize their fear. I don't want you to regret this later. It is a protection mode. The client feels you are looking out for their future self, not obstructing their access to money. You didn't say no outright. You didn't argue. You just slowed the whole process of taking a decision. If a client pushes back and insists on immediate redemption in that situation, I'm not refusing your request. I just want 24 hours so we can decide with a clear head, not under stress. Not under stress. Not under stress is a power word here. It has to be spoken. Most emotional redemptions actually die down here. Okay. And this delay will break any kind of panic loop in the mind of the client. When to use this shield? You can use it when the markets are volatile, returns are temporarily poor, client sounds anxious or confused, and the decision looks rushed. Do not use it when the client needs money for business, house payments, school fees, or medical emergencies, and the redemption was planned earlier. The shield is for fear-based redemptions, not liquidity needs. Liquidity needs do not work. Clients don't leave because markets fall. They leave because no one slowed them down when fear took over. When you stop a bad decision, you earn something bigger than AUM. You are in control. You have absolute authority in that situation. In all kinds of panic-led redemption requests, clients don't leave because markets fall. They leave because no one slowed them down when fear took over. When you stop a bad decision, you earn something bigger than AUM. You remain in control. You're in authority. All the best, everybody. Have a great day ahead. And obviously, all of us are coming back after a long weekend. So fantastic. All the best. Markets are volatile. Let's stay on top with all of our authority. See you tomorrow exactly at 10:10.